All right. Hello. I know I'm here by myself for a second. I'm just waiting for moderators to get here. Pulling it up on my laptop over here so I can also see what's going on. Come on in. Welcome here. Just waiting to see people pop up in the chat. There's Ray. Hi, Ray. How you been? Sorry I haven't been around. I've just been so stinking busy with this new job. But I'm happy to be here, even if it's a little bit late for the day. Yeah, I am so exhausted. This week has kicked my butt. But I'm in a good place. Looks like you had the breaking. No, break no. This new job is exhausting. I cannot wait to go soak in a salt bath tonight. No, this new job, I have no time to talk to anybody. I haven't even really checked Facebook or done any posts, and I'm like, I feel a little bit guilty because I know there's people, watching that kind of like look out for my daily positive, posts. So yeah, it is what it is. We're just gonna wait for a couple more moderators to get here. We're gonna go ahead and go into everything. Got off at 5 o'clock tonight. I work an hour away, so then I asked my moderators, my other moderators as well, to give me some time to go ahead and set up. So I'm sorry if I look a little ragged. that's what work will do to you. Teddy, my sweetheart, you made it. Yes, no, it will get better. I'm just in training for this new position, and there's a lot to take in, and so I'm mentally and physically drained when I go. So I've been staying at my friend's house. I haven't even been staying at my own home because it's an hour away, and he lives halfway towards where I'm going. So yeah, it'll get better. Like I'm actually searching for a loft apartment over near my new store. I get my keys in 4 weeks to my new store, so it will get better. I have no doubt whatsoever. I asked the universe to give me a sign whether it was meant to be or not meant to be, because I was like financially kind of strained and trying to figure out how I was going to be able to afford to do, what I do. He came God is who I talked to. He came through in a huge way yesterday, so I just have to thank him for that, because that is super stinking amazing what he did. And I asked for a sign, and you can't get a better sign than what he gave me yesterday. So I know I'm exactly doing what I'm supposed to be doing and where I'm supposed to be. So still waiting for Jean to come in, as she is my main moderator. As soon as I see her show up, we will go ahead. I've already done my smudging with my sage. I have a little bit of crystal talk. We're probably not going to get too much into crystals, only because I didn't have a whole lot of chance to prepare you guys for that. But I do want to talk about some crystals today, like I always promise to do. Yes, it is really awesome. The job is really good. I mean, it's a really good job. They asked me what it would take to bring me on board, and I said they would have to pay me what Amazon was paying me, and they literally made it happen. And then my unemployment hadn't been coming through since I left my work in January, and so if you can think about the accumulative week on week on week on week on week, from January to yesterday, it all paid out yesterday. So that's a lot. I was like, God, tell me what you want me to do. Should I stay or should I go? And it all fell through yesterday. And I was like, thank you so much. Yes, happy Independence Day weekend. Jean, thank you for showing up. You're here. I think we're gonna continue like with the lights. Like, oh, I love you so much, Jean. Thanks for being here. I love you, Ray. I love you, Teddy. You guys are all so amazing, and I just love having you in my life. I am gonna try and not watch the chat as usual. I don't have as much prepared as I would like to have, because like I said, I only got off at 5. I had to drive an hour home. barely got here, got a little chance to do a little tiny bit of meditation and unwinding. Got to sage my place a little bit in my cards. I did choose the crystals that I want to talk about, but we're going to talk very lightly about them this week, only because I didn't have a whole lot of chance to prepare. The crystals that I've chosen is we are going to talk about Dream Amethyst. Let's see if I can get this up here. Actually, let me see if I can change my light back to a white light. And this, it's funny because now I'm on my phone this week and I'm like trying to like show you guys stuff on my phone. So a Dream Amethyst has chevrons in it, or the white lines through it. And a Dream Amethyst does a little bit different than, I have it in many sizes for sale. So you'll see the chevrons a little bit better in this piece here. Do you see the chevrons, the white lines that go down in a partial triangle? Versus an amethyst, which is a little bit different with energy quality. So this is an actual amethyst. And the reason I chose the Dream Amethyst, the amethyst, and the citrine is, if you'll remember a few weeks back, I talked about how you can get fake citrine. But anyways, here's a root amethyst. And I always like to think of these in like the sphere of a warlock or whatever, but this is probably what they put into their, you know, their staff. Anyways, they're beautiful and they're wonderful pieces. This is my personal one. I literally sleep with this in my hand every single night. It never leaves my hand. I wake up in the morning, it's still there. And then we're going to talk a little bit about citrine. Citrine is a very beautiful stone, but can often be mistaken for, I'm going to show you what it can be mistaken for first. So you can see a smoky quartz here. This is a beautiful, clear, smoky quartz. And I will show you why, because this piece of citrine almost looks like a smoky quartz. This one is from my personal, this way. Personal collection as well. This piece is for sale. So this is what citrine looks like. It's beautiful, it's clear, it's yellow, and it's such a such a sunny little stone. It comes in many, well, like you can get it in many forms that are created. Like not that the stone is created, but they shape the stone. The stone actually comes like this. This is a raw citrine stone. Very beautiful. So citrine is a very fun stone to have, and also I wear one every single day. I never take this off except for when I shower. You never shower with your stones on because it muddies the energy. But you do want to cleanse them just separately from yourself. So citrine. Citrine is a very sunny stone. It can also be a very, it's kind of a stone of, gosh, well, actually, what I have here is not going to tell you what I'm trying to say, but for some reason, you guys, I'm sorry, I am so exhausted this week, but I promise you, I will do good readings. I promise you. So these two are kind of almost married twinsies. So a citrine is formed when purple amethyst undergoes heat treatment. Not true. So citrine is not formed, the one that I'm reading, and the reason I brought this up on my Google is citrine is not formed when amethyst undergoes heat. The way that they can do a fake citrine is to heat up a clear amethyst, an actual clear amethyst. The clearer one is the one that I sleep with. They can heat it up to a certain degree slowly and turn it to a yellow, which is funny because purple and yellow, like who would think, right? But they can heat it up to make a fake citrine, but it won't be as clear as something like this. You see how clear that is? Like no matter where I put it, you're gonna get the color. You're gonna see everything behind it. You like probably could see me. I don't know. Anyways, so a citrine is not a heated up amethyst. A fake citrine is a heated up amethyst. Okay. So the reason I like to know that I'm going through a reputable dealer is that I know, yeah, never, never shower with your crystals on ever, because you're just putting the muck into the crystal, and then you have to re-cleanse your crystals. But truth be told, this is mined exactly like this, and if you look, it's a stone in and of itself, right? This was not heated up. This is not a citrine. Citrine does not, or it's not an amethyst. Amethyst does not grow like this, okay? Amethyst grows in crystals. Citrine does not necessarily grow in crystals. So that's about citrine, but citrine is also about fertility, improving one's life. It's about positive energy, like super, super positive. If you think of the sunshine and what the sunshine can do for you when it gives you that vitamin D, that's what citrine can do for you, for your finances, for your life, for your family, whoever you give it to, who the wearer. That's what citrine can do for you. Amethyst is very powerful. Way back, back in the 90s, when I started learning about crystals, the first thing I learned about crystals was amethyst. And amethyst is not just a protective stone, like one of the most protective stones you can have in your arsenal, but it's protective, but it also can be used to uncover secrets and mysteries, right? So and I can't remember what book I read this in, but it's always stuck in my head. And something about putting a crystal. If you think somebody's lying to you, if you plant a crystal under their pillow or under their mattress, if it's somebody you sleep with, like, or intimate with, those secrets that you think they're keeping from you will be revealed, right? So it's just a fun fact to know about amethyst. It's something I've always thought of, and I did use it on my first ex-husband, and it worked. So neither here nor there. Dream amethyst is a little bit more calming. So just as you think of it as a dream, so it's more of a kind of like that stone that you want, that heals you. It brings you natural dreams, helps you go into a more so say you're having a lot of nightmares, or you're having a lot of bad dreams, or dreams that you're not understanding, or they're, the miscommunications there. You're like, what are you trying to tell me, spirit? Putting a dream amethyst with you when you sleep under your pillow or in your hand, as I do, can help you unravel some of those mysteries. Again, amethyst is the stone of uncovering mysteries, right? So that's the little bit that I wanted to talk about with amethyst. I just love this fruit. This is the only one I have left. I sold the bigger ones that I had, and I'm like, oh, I wish I had them for this video, but I don't. And that's okay, because, somebody else has them, and that's where they were meant to be. I believe that I'm a stepping stone for these crystals to find their happy ever after. So, Jean, I have to tell you, I am so unprepared. And I can't even find my book from last week because I've been away from home all week. We are going to start with Aries. And if you could do me a favor, while I'm reading one sign, you pop in what sign is next so that you and I are still on the same wavelength. That would be super amazing, right? So let's start with Aries, you guys. I've cleansed my cards. I am ready to go. If you guys are ready to go, let me just get back over here so I can watch Jean on. Thanks, Jean. Yeah, so if I can make sure that I watch Jean. I'm going to try and turn the camera down now so that you're only seeing the cards. This is not about me. This is about the readings for our signs. Oh, sorry, guys. You're looking at my mouse. Funny fact, I left my mouse on while I was gone all week. I came home and tried to use it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm running around. Where's my batteries? I had to replace my batteries. It was cute. Sorry, not cute. It was. I'm not gonna say stressful. I'm not gonna say stressful, but I don't want you guys to see all this stuff going on over here. All my crystals. But do know that these crystals will be guiding us through the readings tonight, so that's kind of interesting. So if there's anything that we need to uncover or we need to soften in the energies, this will be really fun to watch it unfold with these crystals guiding us tonight, right? So here we go. We are going to move this over here a little bit further, trying to get it off the camera, just because it's not about my green folder over here. There we go. It's a little bit further off. I don't know if we have anybody in here who's doing timestamps, but Jean, I don't know if it's quiet enough if you could do timestamps or at least capture them, and then we can work them out a little bit later. I don't think we ever got timestamps up on last week. So, Aries, let's see what you have to look forward to in this next week. So with the card number 42, it's Inward Revolution. It's asking you, so it's also, and I believe we got this card last week on one of the signs. So Inward Revolution is talking about not just going inside and trying to figure out what it is that you want. It's like course correcting, you know, like, hey, I've been here before. What went wrong in the last time that I was here, or what went right, and how can I course correct because something is coming back around. So life journey or soul journey is not a straight path. We come back around and we relearn lessons, and we constantly are evolving, right? So this is a very, very beautiful card. I love this. It's just saying that something is probably going to come back around in this next week. We're going to pull the cards here and find out if it can give us a little bit more guidance, but something is coming back around. Probably I'm feeling you already knew it was coming back around. It's been coming back around for a little while, but it's coming back around, and you're going to have to face it so that you can move on here. Going, sorry, I'm getting messages, you guys. Oh, I was in such a rush to get on that I forgot to mute my messages. I'm sorry if you guys hear dings and buzzes and things like that. So again, we're still on Aries. I love Inward Revolution breaking down into a 6 because I love me some 6s. One of my favorite numbers, but I don't consider a favorite number except for in the tarot. Aries. Okay. Oh, yeah, exactly. Exactly what I said. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes. Uh-huh. Oh, Aries, I'm really excited for you. So you came into the reading with the 5 of Cups. And so we know the 5 of Cups is making the decision to stay or go, right? It's like looking at everything that you ever wanted. Oh, sorry, over here on the shore, the castle, the home, the happy life. You got the 5 of Cups over here. You've been maybe imbibing too much, or just not seeing the way across the river, right? All you have to do is walk across the bridge. There's a bridge there of stones that will take you to where you want to go, but you've been so caught up in your whatever has been going on in the past, in the recent past, or even in, you know, like I personally know it can be 12 years. So whatever was going on, it's something you're going to revisit probably this week, or have been already starting to revisit and maybe resolve. The reason I feel like it's going to be resolved is your next card out is the Chariot, right? So something to explore. I'm getting something to explore with this. So with the Chariot, something to explore, like the Chariot's moving forward. It's going to start climbing that spiral case that's going to bring you. It's going to also bring you to the death of something that's not been serving you. Sorry, I should have turned this light back down to the muted light. So it's going to bring you into this death card, right? This death card doesn't mean a death of you or a family member. It means a death of a situation. Something really bad is going to like shed itself from you. And that's happening a lot in the collective right now with the things that are going on, coming back out of some retrogrades and going into other retrogrades, trines and squares and everything that's going on. This doesn't surprise me to see this. Also, what the death is saying, what it's putting an end to is something that's been a burden, right? It's been something that has like been, you've just been trudging along. If you could think of like walking through knee-deep mud with high boots on and trying to like walk through and not getting through, you're just slowly getting through there. You're gonna like finally step to the other side of the bank and pull yourself out of that mud, right? The Hierophant, kind of know all, be all, like you're the patience, you know, you've been patient, you've done the work, you know that you've probably been here many times before already. And your final outcome card, I just love this for you. This is why I got super excited when I saw the final outcome card for your reading. You got the Three of Cups. There's going to be something super celebratory for you, whether you celebrate in this next week or you see the reason to celebrate in this next week. This next week is going to be very, very positive for you. So Aries, that's what I have for you, and I wish you very, very much success. So Jean, we're going into, I'm sorry if I missed it and you already said it. Hi Barb. Oh, I missed you coming in. I will definitely go back. Taurus, we are up with Taurus. Thank you for being here, Barb. Thank you with Taurus. Taurus. You guys, I've been going through like this week of gratitude, and my favorite friend, Ray of Light Tarot, Jason at Ray of Light Tarot. And if you guys ever get a chance to go check him out, I totally 100% like support him. He tells me these things to do, and I've been doing it. Well, it's just one tiny little thing, but it's say thank you 7 times. So when you wake up in the morning, whether you say your prayers, you meditate, or whatever it is that you do, saying thank you 7 times puts you in a mindset of gratitude. So I do it now. I'll even do it like 3 or 4 times throughout the day. I'll be like, thank you. And the more you do it, the more belief you start to feel in it. And you just say it. Like, first it sounds kind of silly, but it's kind of awesome. Like the way that it changes your mindset for gratitude is amazing. So Taurus, with me talking about gratitude, it wouldn't be surprising for me to find some kind of card that speaks to that. Taurus. Oh, this for Pisces. Okay. Well, yeah. Again, you know, we're talking about this card. We've talked about it many times before. It's talking mostly about bringing 2 into 1, right? I'm trying to get a good picture of it. See if I can get close enough. I don't know. You guys tell me. Anyways, so it's 2 rings. It can also be a marriage card, or bringing just 2 things together to make 1. Head, heart is how I like to think of it. It's definitely a very purple card. So to me, I'm always thinking, you know, the crown chakra and the third eye. In the center of the card, whether you can see it or not, is a heart. And this is why I love to think of this card as bringing the head and the heart together to think as one, right? And we should always be doing that, but we can't always do that. Like, life happens. We don't get to do that. We just have to remind ourselves sometimes that it's okay to do that. Every day when I say my prayers in the morning, I ask God to help me see people the way that He sees them and treat them the way that He treats them, because, you know, He would never hurt someone or put them in a bad place. So that's how I like to think of that card, is bringing your head and your heart together and treating people and seeing them as, you know, God or whatever it is that you believe in sees others. So, ooh, look at you, Taurus. Ooh, wow. That's interesting. sorry, this light is really bright for me. I'm going to turn it down, you guys. I hope you can still see me. Make sure I don't turn the light completely off. Yeah. Can you see the cards a little better? I hope so. Well, it's really cute, Taurus. You're coming out as the Queen of Wands, the sexy one, the girl who's got her stuff together. She doesn't take anything from anyone. So maybe, again, Taurus is very bullish. So maybe you're being a little bullish. Maybe you're coming off a little strong. Maybe this week's guidance is to ask you to be a little more of the Queen of Cups here also in your reading. So the Queen of Cups is probably here to, with the Ace of Swords, asking you to see clearly in a situation, maybe not to be so boastful or so bullish in a situation, to be guided a little more with your heart and your emotions over your head with the Ace of Swords. Because then we got the Page of Swords. So we're jumping to the Page of Swords here, which we know is something as a brand new beginning, right? I'm being shown the sunshine there. Again, we did talk about citrine at the beginning of today's live, how citrine is your sunny side, right? It brings all things, you know, positive into your life. It stops you from feeling this Five of Pentacles situation where maybe you're feeling lack or you're feeling in the dark in a situation. I feel like you're coming out in the light, because then your final outcome is the King of, or the Knight of Cups. Sorry, not King. I would have said something really exciting if it was the King, but it is the Knight of Cups. So it's saying that you're fighting for a good fight, right? But make sure that you're using a little more emotion and not so much like putting your foot down. Don't be so bullish in the situation. Use a little bit of more emotion with, first you have the Queen of Cups and then the Knight of Cups, right? So that your masculine and your feminine, this isn't exactly divine counterparts, but it's still saying find that balance between the two. Don't be so one or the other, you know, like take it as it resonates and you'll leave the rest. Again, I feel like this is just a reading where it's asking you to find a balance between putting the two together. Don't be so much one way. Fire and water make steam. Try and be the steam, okay? Try and find that balance in between. Don't be so fiery that you're, you know, burning everyone up. Don't be so watery that, you know, you lost your passion. So that's what I would say to you, Taurus. And then, Jean, if you'll give me my next sign. Up next, Gemini. Thanks, babe. Sorry, if I would looked at my laptop, I would have saw that you already gave it to me. I appreciate you. Did Kim not show up tonight? That's so sad. Oh, and Lynn didn't show up tonight either. That's okay. I got all my other favorites here. So Gemini. I don't know why I'm seeing a lollipop. That's kind of funny. You know what I was saying was, you know those rainbow lollipops that, I don't know if you guys seen Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory and they just spiral out big, 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 big. I was seeing a really big one of those rainbow lollipops. And that's funny. So, well, this is not quite the rainbow, but we're getting 44 expansion. And so maybe that was why I was seeing the spiral of the lollipop as it went out. So expanding. So this week is going to do something that's going to expand something about you, expand your beliefs, your horizons, your mental acuity, like whatever is going to happen this week for you is going to start an expansion I don't feel like this is necessarily already started. I feel like you're at the middle of that lollipop, but you're going to see yourself start to spiral out into an expansion of sorts. So here is your card, number 44, expansion. And let's see what we get for you, Gemini. Oh, yeah, you know what? Jocelyn did say something about that a few weeks ago. So, no, that's exciting. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see or hear what she has to say about that. That'll be fun. Yes, the lollipop. I know. I gotta stay out of chat. Hold on. Gemini, we want to get the rest of your reading here. What do we have coming up for Gemini this next week? All right, you want to talk. All right. Okay. Wow. In a big way. In a big way. This could be a very big week for Geminis, which is good. Like, don't we all need a big week now and then, right? So Gemini originally is showing up as the Knight of Cups going into the week. Something emotional, possibly, but we're talking about expansion. So maybe expanding on, maybe recently have come into a relationship, whether it's an intimate relationship or just a relationship with a boss, or back into a relationship with a family member that was gone for a while. The reason I say it's new is your next cup, or your next card, sorry guys, is the Ace of Pentacles. So I almost want to say it's going to be something about work, but it's going to be something that's going to expand your horizons, maybe a promotion. It's something that you've been wishing for. It's something that you've been alchemizing, you've been working with as the magician to bring into fruition. So maybe it's something that's been long held in your heart or as a dream. It's something that's going to break you out of some kind of a bondage, maybe break you, I don't want to say break you out of a relationship because I'm not really feeling that, but it's going to break you out of something that's been holding you back, making you feel held back, or maybe making you feel not acknowledged in the way that you feel that you need to be acknowledged, because that can also feel like a bondage as well, right? But it is going to lead you to your 10 of Cups happiness. Like, that's a great sign. It's, like I said, expansion week, number 44. So I would look up the angel number 44. Judgment has been passed. Judgment means a new beginning. Like, it's karma has been served in the way that it should be. It's almost like the Justice card. Like, it's been, but this is like after the Justice card. This is saying it's been served, right? It's done. Like, if there was somebody who made you feel like you were in this bonded situation, or this situation held back in any way, karma says it doesn't matter. If you put in the work, you're going to get your just rewards. Okay, Gemini, that's what I have for you. Looking to see what Jean says is up next. You guys, I'm going off Jean's calendar this week. I'm too tired to do my own. Sorry. I promise, as the weeks go by and as soon as I get the keys to my own store, this is all going to be like water under the bridge. We'll get back on the track. I'm pretty sure she probably put it up there somewhere. Gemini. Cancer? Thank you. I think I was seeing it in the signs before you said it, right as you said it. But, or maybe you typed it and I was seeing it. I was looking up at your little emojis that you have up there, and I'm like, oh wait, that's Cancer. All right, Cancer, let's see what we have coming for you this week. Where'd you come from? Did you guys hear that ding, or was it just me? All right, Cancer. There's some kind of warning for you maybe this week. Let's see. Or maybe something, a light's going to come on for you. That's funny. I said that. Okay. A light coming on. I love this card. Again, wellness. It's another 6. I love my 6s. So I'm seeing a pattern with the number 6 here. This week with all the signs, not just with, one sign or another, but I'm seeing a lot of 6s for your oracle card here with this card, or with this oracle deck. So I love how this is one of my favorite cards in this deck. If you can see it, they're not just meditating, but they're finding clarity. That line that goes up in the top half of the card is actually, if you can see it well, is a sword, right? So that's talking about mental clarity this week for you. Something is going to become more clear for you than it has been in the past. Maybe it's something you've been stumbling on and like mulling over and you just don't know which way to go. Maybe you're at a fork in the road and whatever it is. So for you, Gemini, I would say that you're possibly going to find some mental clarity on something this week, something that has been possibly holding you back. No, I'm not going to say holding you back. It's something that I'm being drawn to the rainbow on the top half of the card in the energy there. Something that's keeping you from the rainbow. Like maybe you just need to do a little bit of meditation and get your chakras in line. But there's something about yeah. Let's pull the cards and see what this. It's a little bit confusing, but it's not. And the reason I'm a little bit confused, guys. So when I meditate, I don't get to see these reds. I'm not a big, I don't pick up on reds often. I always meditate, and these are the colors that I see in my energy field, right? But I'm seeing, do you see how polar opposite they are? How bright and wonderful, and then this is more the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus. This is kind of the head and the third eye and the throat chakra kind of situation there. I'm seeing there's maybe a disconnect actually going on here. I just want to make sure I picked up my cards the right way. About wellness, yes. Sorry, I got stuck on the side note there. Sorry, guys. Oh, wow. Possibly a recent breakup, a heartache of some kind. Having to walk away from a situation, whether it be a person, losing a family member, a job situation, losing something that really hurt your heart. So here with the King of Wands, usually just a very fiery, it might have something that has you angry inside, and then I'm asking you possibly to find that wellness within inside, okay? Find yourself away from the angry, like heal your root, your sacral, and your solar plexus chakras so that you can come back into the light, okay? There's something possibly very hurtful that's happened, and you're trying to be very, very brave and very strong through this. You've got the Three of Swords here. You got the Three of Swords saying that it was something that probably hurt your heart, and it's something that you need to walk away from. But remember that we can't just walk away from stuff that doesn't you know, like sometimes we have to heal from it, right? Especially if it's something that brings up about the Three of Swords. In any level or tier of the Three of Swords, it's something that we have to go in and we have to heal from, and we have to do the meditation and do the manifestation, you know, do the healing. And I like to think of the star in this reading here as, look how sweet she is. She's sad also in this card a little bit. Like she can be sad and she can just be contemplative, but I think that there's something in this card that's a little bit sad, right? And if you can do all this, I feel like it's a little, even though, and it almost sounds like a puppy love that ended too fast, but it could be a work situation that ended too fast, like losing somebody young. However it resonates for you, it's not going to last. It's kind of talking about taking the matchstick and lighting up, right? So this is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands says that it's going to happen, or it's going to clear up rather quickly for you. So don't let yourself get caught up in what happened or why it didn't work, or you know what you could have done better, but what can you do better for tomorrow? Because you can't correct yesterday, you can't change yesterday, but you can course correct for tomorrow, right? Because when you come out in your outcome card here with the King of Swords, you're coming out with mental clarity. Like, it may have hurt your heart, but I think in your head, you already know, and you will finish out the week with some mental clarity on, you know, maybe why this happened, not how you can fix it, but what you can do better going into the future, right? Going into the next week or the week after, and every week after that. So that's what I have for you. And up next, Leo. Guys, my legs are falling asleep. Thank you, Gemini. Why did my chat over here on my computer quit working? The last thing I see is from Barb. No, wait, hold on. It just stopped scrolling. Well, that was thank you, Cancer. All right, we're on Leo, right? Yep, currently on Leo. Thank you, Jean, for keeping me straight. It's been a really long, exhausting week. I can't even with you guys. If you just knew what I went through this last week, it'd be insanely crazy. It cost me $50 round trip to go to work and back every week just to my friend's house. It's insane. Okay, Leo. Create space. I'm feeling something new coming into your life that you need to maybe declutter your home, declutter your mind, declutter your heart. Something really beautiful, because if you look at the colors around the center of the card, so we're looking at 11, which I love me some 11, this duality. 11 breaks down into a 2. There's something super beautiful coming in for you, Leo. Very, very beautiful. I see the Leo colors here in the center, and they don't disturb me so much because the card is beautiful. I'm just saying, create some space, right? Make room for something new coming into your life, possibly this next week. You may just meet somebody in the next week, or hear about a new job that you can apply for in the next week, but it's about creating space. But I would start with decluttering your house, decluttering your mind. Do a little bit more meditation, maybe, if it's your mind. If you feel like you're caught up in your head, you'll know how this resonates for you and what you need to do. Ooh. Hold on. That one wants to jump out and represent Leo. Yeah. I feel like Leo, you may have felt a little dejected or seen what you wanted. Oh, Leo. So yeah, so we have the Five of Cups here. This is how you start out your reading, is with the Five of Cups, right? Again, we've talked about this already. I think it was on Aries. So with the castle is in the distance. You're sitting here drinking wine, feeling sorry for yourself. How do I get to my happily ever after? Oh, you just take the little stone path across, the little bridge and go. Like, just go. Make the first step. Like, you may not see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. Okay. And if you do that, creating your step, 2 is still a very low number. You've got to get all the way up to 10, right? So you have the Ace of Coins here supporting you. Like, you have the Ace of Coins. It's something new, some way of turning the corner on your way of thinking, your way of feeling. I'm going to say it is going to happen this week. You're going to look back on the week and you're going to be like, you know what, Kim told me this was going to happen. Not only is this new beginning going to happen this week, but the reason I say it's going to happen this week is because you will have the Eight of Wands again. Like, this is your fast card in the deck. The only other fast card in the deck is, if you can make it move, is the Chariot. So this is your fast moving card in the deck. It is also a messenger card. It means that, the 2 is more so, but the 8 is because it's something is going to just happen really fast for you. You're going to get out of this. I promise you. This week is going to set you on a new course. You're no longer going to feel hurt from whatever it is that you're feeling. You're going to, I love these 2 cards for you. Excuse me, whatever had you here in the emotions, it is going to be profitable coming out of it. Like, you got to look at that. If that's what you're looking to do. You're coming out here as the King of Swords. Sorry. Don't have my glasses on, you guys, which I knew that was the Wheel of Fortune. I just wanted to verify. So with the Wheel of Fortune, so something is definitely going to be revealed to you this week. The wheel is going to start turning in your favor, right? Create space for whatever is coming in for you on that wheel. The wheel is turning in your favor. Create space. Be ready. It's happening, and you're not going to feel so dejected or lonely or whatever it is that you're feeling at this time. Take it as it resonates. And then we are up with Virgo. Thank you, Leo. Sorry, let me take another drink. Something you ever think about something that comes on the tip of your tongue and you almost say it and then it's gone? I remember my grandma saying it must have been a lie, but it wasn't. It was something I was almost supposed to say, and it was like, no, maybe they're not ready. So whatever it was, thank you. No. Thank you, no thank you. What's that? So Virgo, what do we got for you, Virgo? How are you doing for time, Jean? Did we get on here at 6:30? I think I was a couple minutes late. Wow. Second time. But this doesn't surprise me, because I wouldn't be surprised if we had gotten this for every single sign, because this is so the energy in astrology right now is, again, we're talking about inward revolution. But again, you guys notice another 6 card, right? So another inward revolution. Again, the path is not always straight. We have to revisit things, and anything, nobody on this earth can say they haven't revisited some kind of situation more than one time, right? Unless they're like under 10 years old. And even under 10 years old, they've probably done it too. But we revisit, and as we do, we just get higher and higher up in our revolution, right? So inward revolution is again talking about that for you, Virgo. So let's see what your cards say about why you got this card. Oh, that's funny. Oh. It's gonna be happy. I think it's gonna be happy. Only because I was a card tried to fall out, and it was the Ten of Cups, and it was kind of like heads up. And now it won't shuffle. Now it doesn't want to talk to me. So maybe it's not. Okay, I won't try and call it ahead of time. And it's still there at the bottom of the deck. You guys, I wanted to use a different deck tonight, but I was like, no, I'm running short on time, and I'm already late as it is. I'm not gonna throw in a new deck on you guys. So next week, I want to use my Celtic Dragon Tarot. So Jean, write that down because I want to try and use my Celtic Dragon Tarot next week. I think that will be a fun one to break you guys in on. It's really good imagery as well and very good artwork, but it's not quite the same. This is one of my favorite imagery decks, and I love the way it plays. So Virgo, let's see what we have for you for Inward Revolution. Yeah, the cards don't want to talk to you. Is it a secret? Is there some kind of secret? Okay. Weird. So you get 2 cards in your center. We're going to go with it. You're holding on to a secret, Virgo. You're holding on to a secret. This can go 2 ways. I can't read for every Virgo in the world who will or may not watch this video. So I'm going to read it both ways here in the center, and then we will go ahead and explain the rest. It's a little more confusing. It can be that you're afraid of petty conflict coming out of your decision that you're going to have to make so maybe you've been making decisions that weren't always in your best interest. You're maybe making decisions in the best interest of other people. They didn't serve you necessarily, but it made the status quo happy, right? It didn't necessarily make you happy, but it made those around you happy. So I kind of feel like maybe there's a little bit of people pleaser in you, very much an empath. But you're showing up here as the 4 of Swords and the 5 of Wands. Okay, so to me, that's a little bit of rest, like taking time for yourself, needing to take time for yourself, or trying to not, or maybe feeling a little guilty for taking time for yourself because you feel like how it'll affect others. They'll make you feel guilty for taking time for yourself, but you have to remember, you can't help others if you can't help yourself first. You can't love another 100% until you love yourself first, right? So it's kind of like it's a mystery. This is a very mystery reading for me. It's a little bit. I'm getting so many ways this can go. The Ace of Wands. You got the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Coins. So there is something that maybe you want to do, but you're afraid of what other people are going to think or say or do about it. Maybe you're a younger person still living with your parents and you're afraid about, moving out. Maybe you're in your 20s and you want to move out. It's time to move out and you're afraid of what your parents are going to say. Maybe that's just a situation, right? Or an example. But there's something that you're waiting to do. You're sitting in reflection about, because you're afraid of how others are going to perceive what you do, right? But remember, you have to live your life for you, and everybody else will eventually accept and fall in line. Here you've got a passionate brand new beginning. There's something you want to do. there's something you really, really want to do, and I'm going to say go for it, because you got the Knight of Coins. I feel like there's a little bit of, maybe it's a passion that you have for making money, or maybe you want to sing, and you're afraid that people are not going to accept you as a singer. Maybe you want to read tarot cards on YouTube like I do, and you're afraid that people are going to put you down. Don't do it. I was afraid people were going to put me down, and I just finally just jumped in. I had a lot of support with Jean and my other, friends here, and we did it. Like, even when one person dropped out of the channel, I still went ahead. Don't be afraid to take that next step. Again, you may not see the entire staircase, just take the step, right? And the step, and the next step, and the next step, and the next step, and you're going to go somewhere. Again, the Hierophant, I think the same time that Inward Revolution came out for Aries, the Hierophant came out also saying, it is done. Like, just do it, like, I got your back. The Hierophant's just there kind of saying, I got your back. He's the male counterpart, or what is it? So you got the High Priestess, and the Hierophant is the male and female counterparts of the Fool, right? Jump in, do it. So this is, use your masculine, jump in and do it, right? Because whatever it is that's holding you back is burdening you. It's not just burdening you like the 10 of Wands, it's burdening you like the 10 of Swords, right? Stop hurting over worrying about what other people are going to think about you. Get out and do it, because your final outcome is the Ace of Cups. You're going to feel so much better. Your heart is going to overflow. You're going to have so much thanks to the universe and gratitude just for living life and loving yourself, right? Don't let people ever make you feel less than, okay? Don't let anybody ever hold you back. Don't worry about what they think. Do you. I hate this saying anymore, but do you, boo? Okay, Libra. That actually got me a little emotional, you guys. That was not just confusing, but there was a lot of emotion in that reading. So, Virgo, I wish you well this next week. That was a little heavy. Thank you, Jean. Yes, the Celtic Dragon Tarot next week. You guys, before we close out today, I'm gonna show you what they look like. I love this deck. A little bit more watered down images, but very beautiful also. So Libra, 39 variants. All right. All right. I think Libras, and they're very emotional anyways, or can be, they're going to kind of go, they're going to be able possibly to run the spectrum of emotions this week. The one thing I want you to remember is to call on your guardian angels. And the reason I'm saying that is in this card, and meditate. Like, if you don't meditate, pray to your guardian angels, talk to your guardian angels, talk to whoever it is that you talk to, that your spirit guides. So again, we have a little meditative person here, but we're lighting up all the chakras. We're going all the way up to these angel wings across here, right? So Libra moon, Libra sun, Libra rising, whoever you are, there's something here about calling on, and not maybe it's not just one thing. Maybe it's asking you to expand and vary the way that you do it. So for me, I have my schedule in the morning, like, not schedule, I don't want to say it that way, and that makes it sound boring. I wake up, I do my stretch, I do my prayers, I do my meditation, and then I get out of bed. Like that's how, like maybe if you just do one or you don't do any, maybe it's asking you to vary your routine this next week, do something new and different, and see how that changes your week, coming up here next week. Something about variance. I just feel like there's something like calling on your guides and your angels in this next week, Libra. Why do I hear Scorpio in Libra? Maybe there's a Scorpio involved in something. I don't know. Take that if it resonates. If it doesn't, ignore it. This is a free all signs reading. If I have time afterwards and I feel up to it, we might do a reading or two. I'll leave that to my moderators. Yeah, Libra. You're being called to look for a little bit more guidance this week. I'm not saying necessarily tarot. I'm asking you to look more spiritually towards a little bit more guidance. I do get more of a spiritual resonance with this card here for you. I'm almost going to say it has something to do with work, or the way that you make money. It doesn't have to be work per se. It could just be the way that you make money or the way that money comes to you. It doesn't have to be making money. It just be the way that money comes to you and how it flows to you, because you are starting out here in the beginning of the week with the Eight of Pentacles. Very balanced, very methodical. Again, very methodical. So you can't be in a spiritual place if you're in a methodical place, right? Because they're almost two very different things. You have to lighten up. Again, you guys, is this the third time tonight that we got the Five of Cups? I will explain it again, but I feel like in this, it's not meaning the same thing, only because you also have the Five of Swords, right? So in this, I feel not only are you coming out very balanced in the very beginning in the Scholar, you have made the decision to go from the Five of Cups to be the victor with the Five of Swords. So double fives. Again, look up 55 as an angel number. It's actually very empowering, like to have the 555, right? It's asking you to wake up and look around and kind of like see the things that not have your head in the ground, not be the ostrich with their head in the ground, right? Because holy freaking moly, weird that I saw it as work, and I still do, because you could just be contracts here in the final outcome. But the Empress, the High Priestess in the situation card, right, or your support card. So you have the Empress and you have the High Priestess. You can't get any better girls in the deck than these two right here, other than the sexy, Queen of Wands, but she's still not as high up as these two. Like, you have everything that you want, or can have everything that you want. There's some kind of blockage that you have to go through unblocking in this next week, because it's very beautiful when you do the contract. If there's a contract, it's going to happen. It's going to go forward. There's going to be a celebration. You got the Four of Wands here. It's something very positive is going to come out of this meditation, seeking guidance, whether it's seeking counsel, if it's a counselor, whoever it is that is your guardian angel, your spirit guide, your meditation, where it is that you go when you seek that guidance and that counsel, make sure it's a trusted person. But when you do that, these three outcome cards, I mean, come on, the Empress, the High Priestess, Four of Wands, it can't get much better other than getting the Sun card, right? So, wish you well, Libra. Wish you well. It sounds like it's going to be a pretty decent week. Just got to get over the hump, whatever it is. Barb, are you a Libra by chance? You are with the Warriors. Don't worry, mother, your daughter's a warrior. Barb, are you a Libra? I've never asked you what your sign was. Barb, if you think about the reading I did for you last week, that makes 100% sense. Oh my gosh. Scorpio, thank you, Jean. Oh my gosh, Barb, that makes... I just got chills. I just literally got goosebumps knowing about the reading that I did for you last week. Wow. Okay. I want to hear some confirmation from you next week, Barb. I can't wait to hear. That'll be exciting. Ooh. I love this card. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. I love this card. I can't imagine that any of y'all wouldn't love it either. So number 6, the actual number 6 without breaking it down, is grounding. Let's see if I can get a good picture of it. So you start with Mother Earth, you got the Tree of Life, you got your North Star, North Node. This is talking about following your North Node. Your North Node is your guiding light. It is also your, so it's stepping onto the correct path. In this next week, you might have an opportunity to step into that direction. But it's also a little bit about nurturing. It can also, again, be talking about meditation, going outside, getting into nature, going to the beach, going to the river, whatever it is that you like to do that feels good for you, that brings your soul that peace. There is not one person that can say, even if it's stepping outside in the city and you're a New York person and the city is your place, you step outside onto those streets and start walking, you find your peace, right? There's something about being outside, and that's what I'm getting, is just getting out into your comfortable place, your place that makes you happy. But please get out of your houses this week. Ooh, Scorpio. Something sticky this week. Something sticky, a situation. Maybe it's something that you need to just not walk away from, but just walk away from, take a breather, and come back to. Walk away, get out, get outside. Take that little break, whether it's a break for the weekend, a break for the day, a break for 10 minutes from work. Scorpio, you're a little bit nuts too. Wow. Ooh. So Scorpio, you have 3 cards. Okay. I feel like oh, something brought you down. Something like maybe brought you to your knees, or in the recent past. I'm not sure how long it's been going on. I almost want to say it has something to do with love, only because the Page of Cups is here, but maybe the Page of Cups is here and shining light on the situation to where you come out of this mode. So so let's talk about them here as I'm seeing them. So first, we're talking about the Ten of Swords, something very like the last sword can be put in you. There is no more swords that you can take. Like, you're down on your knees, you're crying, you're begging for something to stop. Going into hermit mode. Maybe I'm thinking, I can't remember which movie I'm thinking of. I'm seeing her sitting on the couch eating ice cream, crying, and watching old love sappy stories. Um, but I feel like you're coming out of that. The reason I feel like you're coming out of that, I'm looking at the other cards. And I'm looking at this third card that showed up with you here in the center. And it is the Page of Cups. So we know that pages are messengers. They're new beginnings as well. They're the beginning of a new beginning, right? They're they're the movement of a new beginning. And I feel like you didn't feel like you had somebody to talk to. I feel like you went through this all by yourself, possibly. Not everyone, but some of you may have felt like you went through this yourself. And oh my gosh, dang. I didn't realize that the Six of Swords in this deck is a single person crossing to calmer shores, right? Leaving the heartache behind, leaving the chaos behind, moving on to calmer shores. So in a traditional tarot deck, the Six of Swords has somebody ferrying the person across to calmer shores, somebody that they can lean on, somebody helping them move along from something that was no longer serving them, something that they had to shed. In this deck, it's just yourself. I don't feel like you had a lot of support in the situation, and I'm very sorry for that. Um, Coming out with the Lovers. Now, the Lovers doesn't always mean that you're going into a new person or a new relationship. It can just be going into a more joyous situation, a new start, a new beginning, something that is more positive for you, breaking away from the things that were holding you back and hurting you, finding balance, and maybe finding, oh, wow. Don't get so caught up in work that you forget to live, okay? Don't hide your hurt and forget to heal from the pain. Don't drown it in work, okay? For some reason, I feel like there's some of you who may feel like if I go to work, I won't think about it. The more I work, the less I have to deal with it. Don't get so caught up in that. Make sure you put in the work to heal from the things that have to be done for you. I got a little choked up because you can move away from this side of the river and get to your castle, okay? I feel like there's a little bit of work. And if you ground yourself this week, get outside, meditate, think about the thing. Like just getting outside can be meditation in and of itself, right? While you're showering, picture positive situations, picture positive outcomes, think of happier times, get out of that mindset or anything that's holding you back into this sadness, because you can definitely have a new beginning, right? Some love yourself, kind of like I said at the beginning of these readings, even if you have to ask God, or Jesus, whoever it is that you pray to help you every morning to see others as he sees them. Because if you think of it, he's the all loving, you know, entity. He created everything. He's the all loving, and he never looks at us with disappointment. He looks at us with nothing but love. He sees our indiscretions and he loves us anyways. So I want you to ask, whether it's the universe or your spirit guides or God, to help you to see other people as they see them, in pure love and light. Okay. That was another heavy one. That's two heavy ones this week, you guys. But again, astrology is astrology. So what are we on, G? Holy smokes. Oh, of course. Last week, I think you had a pretty good reading. I thought you were all out of this, but somebody came through. Was it Scorps? I think it was Scorps. Okay, we're up on Saggies. Whew. That was a little heavy. I thought I was going to crack it. Oh, I love this card. You guys, I say that with all my cards, don't I? I love all my cards. I do. I know. Love, love, love. Okay, so number 7. Oh, we're stepping up from that 6 here. Okay, so number 7. Nothing has gone wrong. I love this. Yin and yang. So Sagittarius, you're getting the yin and yang. You're getting that balance card per se. Everything will balance out. if you've been feeling off, off center or whatever, just, you know that, with the right attitude and the right mindset, that you can find that, that head and that heart space, bringing it together, whatever it is that feels off balance, or, the white wolf, the black wolf, with fighting within, whatever it is for you, know that this week you're going to know that nothing has gone wrong and everything is exactly how it's supposed to be for you. So let's get you some cards, Sagji. You vouch for what, Ray? Sorry, you guys, I looked up. I told you I wouldn't look at the chat. whatever Ray said, I vouch for that. Okay, thank you for the second. Sagittarius, let's get your cards here. What is it? Are you in your head this week? I'm sorry, you guys. My cards told me to go with that. Normally, I wouldn't let it play the accordion like that, but I was like, okay, it said do it. All right, here we go. For some reason, I'm getting something playful in this reading. I think it's because the way the cards tried to shuffle, I got playful, very playful. So starting out the week with the Knight of Coins. Okay, so the Knight of Coins, we're talking about something very solid, something very, like we've moved on from the page. We're not at the beginning of something. We're into something new again. We're going for what we want, but we're going for what we want with a little more pizzazz or a little more vavoom, right? I like this. I feel like you're not looking for strength or needing strength. I feel like you're feeling very strong in this week coming up, right? I feel like there's something that you're feeling strong about, or feeling very strong emotions about. I have no cups here, so I don't know why I said emotions, but that did come out. I feel like maybe there's a choice that has, been lingering, that needed to be made. You're coming down here to the Six of Wands. We know that's the victory, the parade, a choice is going to be made. Something's going to be made. Wow. It's going to be a celebration. There's something to celebrate about. I feel like there's still something else that you're waiting for too. Maybe what you're going to get in the celebration and the victory is still going to leave you longing for a little bit more. So, be wary of whatever it is that you might be still looking for. That is going to bring you the balance. So I pulled you one last card here. I don't normally pull a confirmation card, but I feel like, so we know the Two of Wands is talking about sending your ships out with the intention that they come back with like, this is the merchant sending his ships out with the intention that the captains of the ship go to port and bring back all this bounty and this merchandise for him to sell in the Three of Wands, right? So there's something, it's again a balanced card because it's a number 2, but you get the Six of Pentacles here. And this is kind of saying, finding your balance, finding your good fortune. That, yeah, we're not showing the Three of Wands here, but the good fortune is also on its way. But the intentions that you have sent out will be fruitious, and they will come back. The ships will come back, and you will lend and no longer borrow. Okay? Are we on Cappies? Please say we're on Capricorn. You guys, I'm only home for one night, and then I have to go back to work for 5 days. And then I'm off all next weekend. So we will be back to our same bat channel at the same bat time, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I thought you said you felt like a cross dresser. I should not read cat when I'm reading. Sorry. Oh, wait, hold on. Ooh, almost forgot this card. Capricorn. Capricorn. Jane, I forget you're not a Capricorn and you're Leo. I can't even remember what your reading said while I'm doing readings, but you'll have to tell me how it resonated with you. If it resonated. Some signs just have to be so prissy. So Capricorn, you're getting 2 here. Let me take a look. What did I just say? Yeah. Okay, so first of all, so I'm getting 2. Let's talk about them individually. So 43 is a 7. Like I said, I feel like the 6s, there were so many 6s in a lot of the readings tonight. And the first 7 that I got, I felt like there was a graduation for those getting a number 7 Oracle card. I feel like there's some kind of a graduation happening for you in this next week. And then this is why I laughed. So it is an 11 card breaking down into a 2, but 11 is also duality. But the title on the card, I just said, Capricorn, you are so prissy. And I got, you are the universe. You think you're the center of the universe. Oh, Capricorns, I love you. So let me think about these 2 together. Enlightenment, you are the universe. There's some enlightening, coming up in this week for the people who do have some of the gifts and the awakening going on in their lives at this time. You're not the universe, Capricorn. Just so you know that the world does not revolve around you. The world revolves around, the world, the universe. You're not the universe either. The world revolves around. The universe is one. One thing. You are not the entire universe. Do you know how many stars and planets make up the universe? You are one tiny speck. So don't be so cocky as to think that you are the end all and the be all of something, okay? As much as I love you, Capricorns, and I am a Capricorn, I'm feeling like there may be some that are in this next week. Something's going to happen and they're going to be like, well, I am a Capricorn and I say so. So whatever it is, please be humble is what I want to say. If you are, and you can manage that, there will be also some moments of enlightenment. I feel like you're going to have some dreams. I'm getting dreams, some dreams. So keep a dream journal this week. If you don't keep one, start one. If you do keep one, but you're not good at it, I would say definitely make this the week to commit to it. And if you've never kept one, I would put a book beside your bed, whether you normally remember your dreams or not. Something is going to come to you through dreams, and it's going to enlighten the way that you think, and you will no longer be thinking that you are the center of the universe, Capricorn. So let's see what's going to happen for you, Capricorns. Ooh. Good grief. Capricorns, you've been silly. So you are not, Ray. You're not the center of the universe. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, but we are not the universe. So it's saying you are the universe. but it's also saying that not to be so cocky as to feel like because I am the universe that I am the end all, the be all of everything. So my thing that I was getting from it is you are not the universe. I felt like it was saying like Capricorns are feeling like I am the universe, I am the end all, the be all, and it is all up to me. It is saying yes, you are the universe. I feel like there's going to be something enlightening happening for you this week, to where it's going to make a little more sense, Capricorns. There's been a lot of awakening going on with a lot of Capricorns. Um, a lot of Capricorn stuff going on. So I'm not sure. And it's probably because Capricorns have had probably the last 10 years of the worst astrology that you could possibly put on any sign. But so you're getting your due. Yes, you are getting your due, but don't get so cocky about it, okay? Be humble. I want to say be humble. Be right with yourself. Love yourself. Love others. And there will be some dreams to answer to why, what's going. Oh wow, Capricorn, what are you doing? Did you really have to do this? Okay. Again, like I said, a little bit of cockiness goes a long way. It's time to break some of that cockiness for you Capricorns. Yep. Okay. Easy. Like, this is a really easy reading. I can like read it just without even having to talk about each cards. So starting out the week, kind of like I said, there is a death to an old way, right? Not a death in the family. I'm not feeling it. I don't read those things anyways. Death, done, over with, get over yourself, whatever it is, that's got you there. You also maybe were feeling a little bit of all of that because you may have been out of balance in your head and your heart, right? Again, this next week, you're going to get some enlightenment. I'm feeling through dreams that's going to bring your head and your heart together. That's going to make a little bit more sense. There's going to be a situation or something that you're going to have to make a decision on. Choose one thing over another. What is going to serve your best interest spiritually? Spiritually, I want you to get that right? But some of you, it could be financially, it could be maybe making a choice between, apartments. It could be something so simple as that. So don't get caught up on that. But I want to feel like, I want to say that I feel like it is, there's a making the decision to be humble over cocky is what I'm getting. And the reason I really definitely got my confirmation with that was we got the double card here. Letting go of that cockiness, letting go of, things that don't serve you, things that are not in your spiritual best interest going into this next week, whether you're spiritual or not. We do want to go into the next week with a clean and clear heart and slate. Judgment has been served. Karma is being rewarded. So know that judgment's going to come around many times in your life, right? Like we saw with the spiral staircase, right? You're going to come around to all these lessons. If you don't learn them, you're going to continue on these lessons. The more you learn from these lessons, the less you have to continue to go on them. The World card, something very profitable, impregnated, fertility, something new is going to be born. Again, enlightenment, and you are the universe. I don't want you to not be feeling like you are the universe. I just don't want you to be cocky about it, because there's something very fruitious for you coming into starting this next week. It's going to actually happen really fast. Mine happened last night. But it's going to happen. If it hasn't already started happening, it is on the way for you. And your final outcome, Wanted to make sure I didn't see coins. Page of Cups. So it's not just what I just said, but it's something that's actually going to bring you into that heart space that feels so much better for you, right? Like that happy, like feel good, love myself a little bit more, love others more because I love myself, right? So that's what I have for you, Cap. Wendy! Oh my God, Wendy's here. Hi, Wendy. I don't think you've ever shown up before. That's cute. Love me some Wendy. You guys, Wendy is from Channel for Grace, and she is one of my sweet soul sisters. Please, please welcome Wendy with lots of love. The only two channels I promote is Ray of Light Tarot and Channel for Grace. Always check them out. I swear they are the absolute best. Thanks for showing up, Wendy. All right. So we just finished Capricorn, up with Aquarius. Wow, Aquarius has something to say today, guys. Ooh, I love this. You guys remember? I can't remember which sign it was that we did, and we got the meditation and then the sword, and I said it kind of reminded me of just not bringing the head and the heart together. So with alignment number 5, this is talking about like the head and the heart are coming together in this next week. So we have alignment here. This very beautiful. You got the Ace of Swords. You got the, I would call it the angel wings there. The beautiful, beautiful lights, and it's bringing all of that into balance, finding the mental clarity and bringing it together with your heart space. Okay, so this is for you. I want you to know that, Aquarius, something beautiful is going to happen for you this week. Let's see. And if not, know that you are going to be in a good head and heart space to accept everything. Okay. My pillow fell down, and I know I live alone. I'm like, what was that? I saw something move out the side of my eye. It's just my pillow, no ghosts. I don't believe in ghosts. Ooh. Hmm. All right, so starting out the week with the Two of Swords, finding like you're in a situation where maybe you have to make a decision. Let me show you the card here. I always go the wrong way, guys. That's what I get for using my phone today instead of my computer. Trying to make a decision, and if the person would just turn around, they would see that the decision would be made. All they have to do is uncross their arms, and they would know that they have the strength to make any decision that they have to make. They don't need to sit there indecisive, right? It's just like make a decision and stick with it and go with it. And if it doesn't work, then we end up on that spiral staircase and you go again, right? Sending out your intentions, sending out your ships, being that merchant, sending it out. Whatever you have sent out is coming back to bring you some joy with the happiest card in the deck, the Sun. I love this card. I tell you guys this every time I ever see it. It doesn't come up too often. There is something, and I understand why the week starts out with the Two of Swords. There's the decision of, so I've sent my ships out. Do I wait for them to come back in? Maybe with a person or a situation, whatever it is. It can lead to happiness. You just have to choose. I love this. Look at the top of this card. How everything's in turmoil up here, like the clouds and the sun, and everything is spinning, and you can almost hear his head churning, right? Waiting for something to like come to him. But no, he has to make the decision. The decision can't be made for him. He has to make that decision himself to go forward. And I feel like it's walking away from something. Remember, I talk all the time about how the Eight of Cups can be walking away from or walking towards something. I feel like it's walking away from something that isn't serving them, and it's probably a very hard decision to make, but sometimes we have to make that decision to get into the alignment that we're seeking, right? It's somebody who's very already, like in their, this is the situation card, this is going into the end of the week, and there's still the Nine of Pentacles. So it's not finances. I don't feel like it's a financial situation that they're looking for. It has something to do with something else that's just, like causing them to not get some sleep at night, making them feeling a lack of something. But they have to get out of that lack of mindset space. I feel like they're not going to necessarily do it in this next week, but I feel like if they can bring their head and their heart together, like, and get past this, because they have the resources. It's not anything like that they're lacking. They feel like they're lacking, but they're not lacking. The sun is there to guide your way. Follow the sun. There's always light at the end of the tunnel, right? Alignment. Remember that. Alignment. Look at the head and the heart. I love the way the sword goes right through the heart. I love it. I love it, you guys. Wow, was that the last one? Are we done? No, we have Pisces, right? We still have Pisces to go. Sorry, guys. We still have Pisces. Right? Is that my last one, Jean? Oh my gosh, Ray! Special K was my nickname in the 80s. Everybody on the block used to call me Special K. That's cute. I think it was it not Flashlands? Anyway, sorry. I want to give Pisces my attention. Pisces. Well, okay, this is the second time we've gotten the variance card. So we've got a couple cards that were repeats this tonight. And even though it's not for your sign, all these signs, they all affect us all differently at different times, going through, whatever's going on in the astrological fields or whatnot. So variance is a second repeat tonight. So we have the variance card again. I'm seeing a lot of blue with this, even though the card shows a lot of yellow, I'm feeling a lot of blue. There's something about a communication possibly here for Pisces. My sage went out, you guys. I was like, why does it not smell like sage anymore? I smell my lotion. Isn't that funny? It's the first time I think I smelled it all evening. Number 11. Something about balance. I'm feeling something about balance. Oh, no. Whoa, Nelly. We have a card flipped over here. All right. So be careful of anything that might make you stumble or could cause you to trip this week. I'd say something about, I want to say, remember I saw blue with the card. I'm thinking it has to do with communication. Careful of your words. Keep a sunny disposition. Like I told you, ask God to help you to see people through his eyes and treat people the way that he would treat them. If you get a chance to, or if somebody upsets you, bite your tongue. I know Kenny Rogers sings that song about turning the other cheek. Sometimes we have to do that to stay on our path that we need to be on, because sometimes we don't know what's causing another person to rub us the wrong way. We don't know what's going on in their personal life. We don't know. I feel like there's something that could possibly be a tower moment, so be very careful. If you're not careful with your words, this could possibly be just a message to know that this could be the outcome if you're not careful with your words. Again, there's something very brand new, planting the seeds to something that can be fruitious. But there's always sometimes, not always, there's somebody, if you have a group of people working on something, there's always the naysayer, or not, I keep saying always, but in this situation that I'm seeing, there is a naysayer, somebody that is going to make you want to speak up in a way that is not beneficial. I'm saying bite your tongue, because if you don't, it's going to come back out as that tower. And sometimes we just have to for the greater good, right? If you can hold your tongue and keep the tower at bay, there's the Six of Pentacles. Something about not necessarily in this reading lending and not borrowing, but it is finding that balance, like being able to help others by leading, like lead by example. I'm hearing, I feel like this definitely has something to do with work, right? I know it's something that is possibly something or someone that has had you losing a lot of sleep, but there's so many things that you can do to try, talk to somebody, find somebody not at work, but find somebody that you can talk to that is could be like not necessarily a mediator, but just a party that's not related to the situation, that would never repeat anything you have to say. Again, there's something about sending your ships out, sending out your intentions. If there's an intention to transfer or move to another position, I would say definitely send those out. Right now is a really good time, because again, you came out as the sun, right? Remain the sun throughout the week. It may be very hard. Variance. It takes various types of people, various types of situation. There's various places that you can work. There's various things that can happen this week. It's all going to depend on how you handle the situation this week. Again, remain the happiest card in the deck. Please, nobody has come out as the sunshine in any of my readings since I started this channel. So very nice that Pisces, you come out as the sunshine, but I'd be very careful of the things that you say and you do this week, even if it feels like somebody's on your last nerve. Take a deep breath, take 10 deep breaths, walk outside, get away from the situation, excuse yourself, come back when you feel like you're in a better frame of mind. But I would definitely be very careful this week. It is always up to you how you handle situations that you feel stuck in, and not to feel stuck in them, right? And if there's anything else I can do for you, please let me know. Jean, I think we're done. We have 4 people in here. Is there anything else I need to do? Did I miss anything? Put you guys up. You're not looking at my feet. I can't believe I made it through, you guys. I'm so excited. I made it through my entire week. This new job is kicking my butt. I promise I'll try and get back to the 5 o'clock readings 4 weeks out when I get the keys to my new store. Do we have anything else that we need to address? We've done our crystals for today. Amethyst, dream amethyst, citrine. Got all signs done. Did somebody take down timestamps? If we can get the timestamps up like within 30 minutes, if we have them. If not, it's okay. I was barely prepared to go on tonight anyways. All signs have been read. Teddy, thank you for being here. Jean, Ray, Wendy, Barb. Oh, am I missing anybody? Thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you to anybody who does see this at a later time. When and if you do read this, Barb, you are still here. When and if you do see this, the readings are meant for you. The messages are meant for you at the time that you receive them. If there's nothing else, I just want to wish you all a wonderful and safe 4th of July weekend. Thank you. I love you guys so much. Satnam.